Hi guys, this is me Kanika and I'm from Urvisha, where humanity comes first and humanity is at its best. So today I'll talk about what an emotional trigger is. The guilt we feel when we set a boundary, the frustration we feel when we are misunderstood, the ineptness we feel when we compare ourselves with others, the shame we feel when we fail to meet expectations, the pain or sadness we feel after a rejection, the fear we feel when we anticipate the worst outcome, the stress we feel when we have too much on our plate, the failure we feel when we don't think we are doing good enough, the alienation we feel when we feel we are not heard or we are not seen, the anxiety we feel when we are faced with uncertainty, the discomfort we feel when we are in new situations. So what exactly is an emotional trigger? It is anything that provokes an uncomfortable reaction within us. Different things trigger different emotional responses in people depending on the unique experiences, biases, and insecurities. To identify when we are emotionally triggered, try to notice when a situation results in an influx of negative thoughts, like a racing heart, rise in body temperature, faster breathing rate, or weakness in your limbs, or trembling of your lips. Usually the trigger is a result of a perceived threat in our environment. As such, our body activates a sympathetic nervous system and goes into a flight or a fight mode. Either we will react really bad, we will start fighting, or will not react at all. You'll go numb. That's a flight mode. Our bodily reactions and thoughts can tell us a lot about when we are feeling emotionally triggered. Now we know the symptoms and how our body will react if we are emotionally triggered, okay? Once we are aware of the emotional reaction, we are then better able to respond to a situation in an effective way rather than reacting without thinking, right? Now we know if we are racing heart, a rise in body temperature, fast breathing, weakness in our limbs, or a trembling of lips, we know that it's an emotional trigger that's happening, and we can now decide how to react, whether to react or not, rather than getting into the fight mode. I hope you understand. So when we get emotionally triggered, what we can do? Now we know, what will be the symptoms. The moment you understand the symptoms, like rise in body temperature, weakening of the limbs, or fastening heart rate, or trembling of the lips, now we know it's an emotional trigger, right? Now what we can do to prevent ourselves, because the moment we react, I know the people who are emotionally sensitive, they later on think, why did I do it? What if I would have really controlled my actions and reactions? So now we can do that. What we can do, we can practice mindfulness, as I told about. Deep breaths. Try to be in the moment. Try to see the things around, the 5 things that you can see. They can drive you. They can attract you out of the situation, okay? Smell. Aroma, what you can smell. Try to concentrate upon that. Try to hear things other than what are the other things. Articulate, like try to taste what you can taste. Try to feel,